The medical field has really evolved over time. We've come a long way from the days when crude tools were used and doctors had few good options to perform complex surgeries. Today, doctors use sophisticated electronic monitoring equipment, precision surgical instruments, and can rely on highly trained and skilled medical professionals. Yeah, we've come a long way. Until you get to the floor. It's hard to believe that patient blankets are still the norm for managing fluids on OR floors. Hi, I'm Mike from NewPig. Industrial professionals around the world know that NewPig is the #1 brand for solving all sorts of leak and spill problems. For more than 25 years, NewPig has been helping people deal with liquids on the floor and floor safety issues within facilities such as food service, chemical manufacturing, surgical equipment manufacturing, and laboratories. Now, we're bringing that proven expertise into the OR to help keep your floors clean, dry, and safe. We've worked with nurses, managers, and surgeons in dozens of OR facilities to learn exactly what happens on the floor during fluid-intensive procedures like shoulder and knee arthroscopies. We've seen the frustration you've had with the wet blankets on the floor. We know you need something better. Blankets never stay flat, get piled up, and cause tripping hazards. And they don't hold onto fluids even when picked up. Dealing with a wet blanket is like, well, dealing with a wet blanket. Now there's a choice. With your help, we've developed a set of products that are specifically designed to keep OR floors safe and dry, even during the most fluid-intensive procedures. Pig surgical products will help eliminate slip and trip hazards, will reduce your turnover times, and allow you to focus more on your patient.
Our procedure prior to the use of the NewPig products was to use bath blankets. These bath blankets were placed at the foot of the bed or at the surgeon's feet to contain the extra fluid. It was done that way because it's one of those sacred cows. That's the way it always was done. So you don't really realize that you had a problem until the introduction of these products.
Pig Grippy Surgical Absorbent Mat is the only absorbent mat that stays where you put it, no matter what. It starts with our legendary Pig mat, the world's #1 brand of absorbent mat, but adds a specially formulated grippy backing that keeps it in place without a sticky residue on the floor. No slip, no trip, all grip.
You had the potential for employees and physicians slipping, falling. All of that is basically non-existent now. You can't put a price tag on personnel safety.
Original Pig mat is super absorbent, stands up the foot traffic, and holds on to the liquids it absorbs. Now we've taken Pig mat and reconfigured it for OR applications in our Pig Surgical Absorbent Mat. Designed for hard work, then for easy disposal, Thirsty Pig Mat is the #1 brand of absorbent mat in the world because it works as hard as you do.
They are perforated so we can use just the amount we need. Where we need it, if it be on the opposite side of the table, at the foot of the table, to meet the needs of the excess fluid. The mats very easily come off the floor. You just fold them over in quarters, throw them in the trash, there's no dripping. My nurses and my surgical technologists would never want to go back to the way we used to do things. I would never go back to the way we used to do things.
We know that not every situation calls for an absorbent. That's why we developed our Pig Surgical Floor Skimmer. Designed specifically for the highest volume, fluid-intense surgeries, the floor skimmer connects with the OR suction system to literally suck the fluids off the floor. It does the job quickly and efficiently, and can be disposed of after use. We're proud to say it really sucks.
It works extremely well, is quiet, and absorbs and sucks a large amount of fluid in a short amount of time. We skim them along the floor before we discard them, and it also decreases the amount of time spent on mopping.
Blankets are great for patients, but they were never intended for the floor and not designed to manage fluids. Your floor safety practices should be as up to date as everything else you do in the OR. Using NewPig surgical products will help you effectively manage your fluids and keep your floors dry and safe. We invite you to give our new products a try.